What's up, everybody? I want to tell you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's one of the easiest ways to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting Anchor on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download Anchor, the app, or go to anchor.fm to get started. And I'm a veteran, so let's hear some more military cadences. What's up, family? So let's discuss one of my favorite topics that I love on this podcast is dating nightmares. I cannot get enough of these. I also have a warning. So this is something that I just found out tonight about this thing called Telegram. So I'm gonna let you guys hear more about it.
No, because I get that, but hold on. But
no, he said we be looking for different angles, or that men be asking for more pictures or other pictures because they want to see the full body. Now, it's the reason I was tagged in this. I'm going to tell you why she tagged me in this. Twitter is the new corn hub. Telegram works synonymous with Twitter. If you download Telegram and use Twitter to find the Telegram links, you'll have exclusive access to group chats with thousands of men that expose women. These men expose everything about you, from your Instagram to your social security number to a picture of your daughter as you're taking her inside of your house. A woman friend of mine showed me a New York Telegram chat. It had 113,000 men. It's no need to send pictures to men when you have Instagram. I didn't even know the credit queen was going to comment. But let me show y'all something, right? This is what it looked like in those Telegram chats. Pay attention. City Boys Volume 2. It got 1,823 men inside that chat exposing women. Hold on. This Philly chat. 1,069 men in that chat. In that chat. I'm not even trying to get banned, so I had to screenshot these joints. All right, Detroit, 575 guys inside this chat exposing women. So what I'm explaining to y'all is that if y'all meet a man and y'all got pictures on Instagram, if y'all met him off of Facebook, why is he still asking for more pictures, right? The man can see you in person after he planned the date. The man already knows what you look like from shooting his shot on social media, on Instagram or wherever, especially if he already met you in person. But the reason I'm telling y'all this is because these men is downright exposing y'all. And like I said, they're not waiting to see you naked. They're just exposing you. For instance, you invited him to your house. Just like the fourth date, right? Let's say by the sixth date, y'all broke up. On that fourth date, that man already started memorizing your house, the structure of your house, your address, how many kids you got. Even though as a good mom, your kids wasn't there when y'all had that date, but you made him mad, so now he's in that chat, and he's telling these men, thousands of men, with an Instagram picture of you, oh yeah, this is so-and-so. She live at 234 Spring Street, make her right at the fire hydrant. She got 2 kids. She don't got no baby dad, so she probably there alone. That's how they exposing y'all. Like I said, license plate, social security number, ID, anything they can get to expose y'all, that's what they doing. It's going beyond just the sexual aspect of it. Then they placing bets on y'all. Oh, $100 to see who gonna hit. $50 to see who gonna hit. $25, $300 to see who gonna hit. Then the bets go from that to like, let's see who can get her to do this in the bedroom. Let's see who can get her to do this in the bedroom. That's how it is in those chats. Hold on though, because it is women in chats too. It's women in those chats exposing other women as well. If any lady hate me for making this video, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to keep y'all aware and help y'all understand what's going on. I never exposed a woman a day in my life, and I'm not gaining or losing nothing from telling y'all what's wrong. But I just want y'all to understand that, like, just go see for yourself. Go see for yourself.
So be careful out there. I'm not a fan of sending, especially if it's not somebody that I'm in a relationship with, sending multiple pictures. But it's some bitter Bettys out there that will expose you. So be careful, women and men. This guy refused to use women. That was kind of bothersome. He kept saying woman. But other than that, he gave us some really good information. So be careful out there and be leery of people. I'm leery of everyone. I don't trust most. So all right, let's get into some dating funnies.
Well, a short while ago, I was trying to see if I was gay, you know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate women and I like a little femme, little piece of stud, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. So I hit up this girl from work, my old job or whatever. We always had good chemistry, always was cool, so it wasn't no awkward moment. So she showed up, smelling all good, looking like a handsome young man. I already had the group chat ready for my family and friends, you know, for me to come out, let them know, you know, respect me at this time. I am now a part of the community, you know? So she started rubbing on my thigh. I'm like, okay. So then she started like trying to like kiss on my neck, kiss on my cheek. I guess she like, girl, you know why you here. But it was at that moment in my mind I realized I do not like this shit. So I tried to play it off like, ooh, you know, like let's take it slow. I don't want to move too fast. I want to get to know you. She was like, all right, cool. She respected me. You know what I'm saying? Nice gentleman. So we leave for the rest of the night or whatever. I left. I texted her good morning. The next morning, she texted me back good morning. But before I could respond, she was like, girl, you ain't gay worth a damn.
That was funny. Let's see what she says in her part 2.
I honestly do not know. Like, I asked her, like, how would you figure that? Like, how you figure I'm the one that hit you up? And she was like, I could just tell. Because I was there about, like, 5 hours that night. So I guess at some point throughout our dialogue, she just was like, Gerbu, that gaydar just was like, not detecting a damn thing from me.
Hey, kudos to her for giving it a try. You know, I actually was talking to my husband about this earlier, and I said, like, a lot of people, especially in today's society, like to label themselves as things. But I say this, like, until you're in a relationship or in the moment, you don't really know what you like. Honestly, there's been things that I've found out that I do not like about men. I'm heterosexual. I do not like soft hands, and I'm not into, you know, women because I like rough ruggedness. And so like, yeah, so as if you were trying to experiment with the opposite sex before you were ready to just label yourself as she was, yeah, actually try it before you come out that closet. That's all I'm saying, because you might get over there and find out like, I don't think I like this so much. So yeah, let's get to the next one.
So it's story time. I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this, but before the age of 16, I used to catfish so bad. And I'm not talking about catfish like you look different in person. I'm talking catfish like the show. And it used to be so bad to where I would actually think that these boys was my boyfriend in my head, and I would go to school talking about him like that was my boyfriend, showing pictures and shit. Anywho, one day, freshman year, it was picture day, and I was in line talking to somebody I was cool with, and this new girl just happened to be cool with that girl. So I was talking about my little booski to the girl I was cool with. And the new girl talking to me like, oh, let me see him. So I showed her my little booski. Well, he wasn't really my booski. He was the bitch booski that I showed him a picture of. Anywho, this bitch gonna tell me, that's not your boyfriend. Show me a picture of y'all together. And I guess she, like, memorized his Instagram. So why the fuck that bitch go memorize his Instagram, go find him, and ask him if he know me? Bitch. Okay, so it's not really much of a part two. Like, yeah, she asked him if he knew me, like as in Leah. I went by a different name to him. So he don't know me, of course. So it's like, no, that's where that was. Me and him still talked after that. As for her, I forgot how it went verbatim, but I ignored it. Because how am I sit up here and get mad at this girl? But I'm wrong. I'm sitting up here lying about a boyfriend. That would make me look even worse to sit up here and want to fight this girl because I'm a liar. Oh yeah, I remember. So me, her, and the mutual friend that we have had class together, one class. So they were in the back of me, I was in the front. But like they were talking like amongst themselves, but it was loud enough to where I could hear it. And then she's like, oh yeah, I don't like her. I don't like liars. And then she went into what she did. Yeah, I pulled up his Instagram. He said he didn't even know her. Why did you do that, bitch? But I shut my fat ass up because I didn't want it to be spread around the school that I be, lying about having a boyfriend. And I'm sure my friends had their doubts, but they never questioned me about it. But how dare this bitch come out the blue? Literally, she just came to school one day and go question me about my man that ain't even my man, bitch. So to sum it up, I wasn't caught technically. However, there was this one time. Let me know if y'all want to hear that.
I like that she understands that she was delusional. That's comforting. And she was in high school. I mean, I give her a pass. Like, everybody wants to say they have a boyfriend in high school. I think it's kind of messed up that her so-called friend would go try to find out if she was lying. I mean, she probably could have just let her live her lie. Like, yeah. But let's get to the next one.
Well, men are scary. This man asked me to go to breakfast with him, and I was like, sure, you can cash at me money for an Uber. And he was like, I'd rather pick you up. And I was like, I'd rather not. And then this is how the conversation went from then.
I understand what you're saying about logical, but I also have custody of my 4-year-old son. I've had custody of him since he was 1.5. So it would kind of be logical to believe that I am sane enough to have custody of my son and that I wouldn't do anything to lose that custody of my son. So I did take offense to it a little bit because I've worked so hard to be the upstanding father that I am, to say that it might be a little illogical to know where someone lived because I might be crazy.
So I said, okay, it was nice chatting with you this past week. I hope you find whatever you're looking for. And he responds with, so you're saying you don't understand how that sounded, knowing I have custody of my son. Got it. I said, no, I'm saying I don't know you yet to give you my address in order to pick me up. My safety is a priority. I prefer you cash at me to take an Uber to our date tomorrow morning. But seeing as you don't and you'd rather pick me up, I'm telling you goodbye because I don't know you to give you my address. There are no hard feelings on my part. I just prioritize my safety. If you can't understand that, I'm not sure how to make you understand. Again, take care. And he goes, but you'll give an Uber, a person you do not know, that may be a killer, that may harm you, your address to come pick you up, someone you have never seen or talked to or texted before, a complete stranger. I said, yes, I would, because if something happened to me, there's an actual record of me taking that Uber with that driver. As I said before, take care, and I hope you find exactly what you're looking for. He goes, dead is dead for real, but okay, thanks. I said, that's a creepy response. Please don't text me anymore. Thank you. My thing is, he says, dead is dead for real, but okay, thanks. Like, either way, you're dead.
Bitch, what?
I'm kind of speechless on that one, but the guy, yeah, just because you have custody of your kids, I mean, there's plenty of killers with kids. I don't know if she should have said that he should cash out her money for an Uber. But hey, these new age girls is asking you for money to take them out. I mean, hey, what do I know? Let's get to the next one.
What is the weirdest thing that a female friend has ever done to you?
This is the perfect time to talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, so, boom. I get out of a relationship, and I'm single for a couple months now. My homegirl's like, yo, get on BLK, get on Tinder. I'm like, nah, I'm not really a online dating type person. They're like, just give it a shot. So I'm like, all right. I get on the app, everything is doing what it need to be doing. I'm meeting people, I'm interacting with people, everything is cool. Then I run into this dude that I went to high school with, and I never paid him no mind in high school, and he never paid me no mind. But I've been in a relationship since I was in high school, so I've been in a relationship almost 13 years. So yeah, so it was just kind of crazy. I was like, okay, I swiped on him, he swiped on me, we all grown and stuff now. So we end up hanging out a couple times. We went to the casino. We got food. Like, everything was a vibe. Everything was good. He was calling me every day. We were texting every day. Everything was going good. We went to this little, like, restaurant thing. It's kind of like a restaurant lounge type of thing, and they got games and stuff there. Me and my homegirls was going there one night, and I ended up hitting him up and inviting him, and he came through with his brother. So, everything is good. Like, we playing games. We playing basketball. We playing Jenga. Everything is cool. After that, me and him end up leaving. We end up going our own way. Boom. So now this is another night now. It's the weekend. I believe it's a Saturday. Me, my friend, and I guess another one of my friends. Well, at least I thought she was my friend, but she wasn't really my friend. Like, she really was my friend's friend. And then we kind of end up becoming.
Okay, see, I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna torture y'all with this girl because I can't. I hate when people tell stories and they don't get it all. Like, no. So I'm moving to the next story because I just can't. I just literally can't.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a little get ready with me, and I'm gonna tell you guys about the worst date I have ever been on. Okay, so boom, I met this guy on Instagram, right? And he asked me on a date, and we're probably on our third date at this point. So we're just chilling, smoking in the car, going somewhere. So as we were going to where we were going, we ended up getting pulled over by the cops. As we get pulled over by the cops, we're smoking. So when they see that we're smoking, they tell us to get out. So the dude literally drives off. So at this point, now we're on a high-speed chase with the cops. So as we're on a high-speed chase with the cops end up crashing into the car. So they crashed into the car really badly. Like, all the airbags blew up, and I remember getting all, like, scraped up. I was all bruised up on my legs. I was all, like, this whole thing had opened up. Like, I was just, like, it was just nasty. So he tells me to run. So we end up running. Okay, so as we're running, literally, the cops, of course, tackle him, and I end up surrendering, because I'm just like, I'm not about to keep running, I didn't even do nothing. So, they get us, right, they arrest us, and we end up going to jail. So, they end up finding a gun in the car, and we're being charged for the gun. So, as we're going to court, because I stayed in jail for the night, as we went to court for it, like, the next day, like, we seen the judge, I ended up getting released because, it wasn't my fault, it wasn't my gun, like, it's just, I was just there. So, as I'm leaving the courthouse, some girl approaches me, and she's, like, pregnant, and she tells me, like, that she's his baby mom, and that he lives with her, and that they're having a baby, and literally, like, the baby is due any minute from now. So, all of this just for a man that has a whole baby on the way that I didn't even know about. Can y'all believe that? And then, yeah, just to make things even worse, I remember after all this happened, because I got away with it, like, nobody really knew that I got arrested unless I told them I got arrested, because I just lied to my parents and said, like, oh, I stayed out last night, and they didn't really care. So, I got away with it. No one knew I was fighting, like, a whole charge and stuff. But, literally, the detectives on his other, because he had a whole nother open case, the detectives came to my house while my dad was home and asked if they could come in because they wanted to see if he was there, the dude that I got arrested with. And it was just like a whole mess because, of course, he wasn't there, but it was just like they were looking for him because he had a whole open case and he missed out on his court date. So that was literally my worst date ever.
This little girl. Number one, like, that must have been some good weed because, like, y'all got pulled over and your date tells you to run and then you just take off running when, like, and she's like, I never told anybody. Okay, so you're telling TikTok now. Like, this young generation, they're so cute and funny. All right, let's get in one more story.
So I'm on Facebook dating, right? And I matched with this guy last week. Okay? Last time we spoke, last Friday I matched with him. Last time I heard from him was last Saturday. So he messages me today, and he just goes, hi. I'm like, hi. No, sorry, no nothing. He didn't explain why he didn't message me or anything like that. He was like, what are you up to? And I was like, oh, I'm just waiting on a phone call or an email. And he's like, oh, for what? And I said, for this job. He goes, what kind of job is it? I said, oh, it's an intake specialist. He's like, what's that? I was like, it's for health insurance, LOL. He's like, why are you being so negative? And my smart ass goes, how am I being negative? Like, he hasn't answered yet, but I'm just like, how am I being negative? I understand, like, when I don't see you as a potential part of my life, I'm not gonna put time or energy into my responses. I've done that before, and honestly, it's exhausting, and I'm just fed up with it. Like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And to, like, not explain why you didn't answer me for almost a week, like, that shows me that I'm not gonna be a priority. So, like, I'm not gonna put time or energy into it. If I see that you're not gonna reciprocate the kind of energy that I put into it, why should I put my energy or time into it? I'm just done with BS, and I'm done with men. Last night, this random person added me on Snapchat. Didn't send me a picture of him or anything. I asked if I knew him. And he goes, no, I don't think so. I've just been adding random people on Snapchat. Send a pic. I said, okay, well, it's dark in my room. It's like 12:24 at night. He's like, oh, just send an old one. So I sent an old one. He opens it, instantly removes me from Snapchat. So that brought my self-esteem way, way down. Like, I bet you're not a good-looking guy yourself, so sucks to suck. I just don't have the energy to deal with people anymore. I really, really don't.
Poor girl. I hope she finds love. She seems like a sweet gal, but she needs some more life experiences before she gets in a relationship too, because you don't just let people, I hope she listens to this. Don't send people pictures you don't know. You don't have to. There's no reason. Like, in the age of social media, if he's not FaceTiming you or messaging you, why do you feel obligated to have to send pictures of yourself? Ladies, stop doing that. Men, stop doing that. Like, yeah. So these have been dating stories. Some funny, some crazy, some, yeah. But I will be back with another episode of these. I love these. I can't get enough of them. All right, you guys let me know what you want to see next. F is for Family, signing off.